guys, welcome to today's video. Today we've got another Japanese title, Arabian Nights. If we can get there. Alright, new game. Let's just jump into it. Eons ago, both the race of jinns and mankind graced the face of the earth, huh? This is feeling a lot like it's an RPG. I'm hoping they have more of a development, more kind of just a good hook enough that makes you actually want to play it. The last RPG was decent, but it was mostly the little bit of a let's see what's going on here. It was a lot more just a gimmick in the combat than the actual gameplay, and everything kind of just felt kind of boring. Because in the end, you're always playing the same character. Jafar's not happy. Are you still bitter I whooped your ass? It has a lot of the Final Fantasy feel to it. Even with like the art style, especially the music, has a lot of Final Fantasy, like 3. Wow, that sounds miserable. This is a hell of an opening. You kind of put me on the spot. What the hell kind of wish is that? Inflation and my... I like how they're adding inflation. What a pain in the ass. Alright, the writing is hilarious. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, so there's cards. Alright, what else we got? Okay, so you don't have to hit buttons to talk to people, you just run into them. Alright, can we do any searching? Alright, so far I haven't been able to search anything. Doesn't mean anything. They're not very often, but... Oh, so you just walk into something and it just... Still gonna try for a little bit till we see otherwise, one way or another. Alright, we can buy a stick. I do like that they do actually show you who can use it and how they benefit from the item. A lot of games don't do that. They just kind of... You got to figure that out on your... Jesus. Alright, so he's a bare-knuckle brawler. And she is an attacker, huh? So we need 230 to really upgrade ourselves. Alright, so for now we're going to get her this. And then we'll just earn some money and get him. Alright, so let's go equip. Ah. Oh, gotcha, okay. I gotcha. A little interesting, take a few minutes to get used to. Alright, let's just go and see what combat's like in the game. Alright, so we're going to go the other way. So it's kind of linear, it looks like. At least at the moment. It's kind of interesting how they have combined like some fantasy elements with more modernized stuff, but in the silliest, goofiest way possible. Like she's like, oh yeah, there's monsters, inflation. Like we need help. Come on, like really? Government offices where people are just waiting around for the government to see them. Alright, so how are we getting out of this place then? Alright, still nothing as far as searching anything goes. Alright, well, let's see. The guards are blocking us from one. They won't go out the other way. Alright, the first quest in this game is to figure out how the hell you get out of here. Alright, well, there we go. doing a lot of damage for level 1. Got the card wood for her. So this is going to be one of those kind of more interesting RPGs with like cards and such. What do cards do? Wood, level 4. So it's just an elemental attack. Alright. I don't understand why why everything is doing so much damage. Okay, so when you level up, you do get all your hit points back. So that's always a good thing. So this is a little like Ogre Battle, where you're using cards, not necessarily tarot cards like they do in that one, but cards to change the battle zone to where you have advantages and disadvantages. I don't think right now we really need to worry about any of that. It seems weird to start off like, where do you go from there? You're already doing 200 damage and getting hit for like 100. It just seems unnecessary to be that, like... Okay, so we do switch over to the things. That's good. We're getting a card every time. Like, the game seems decent enough. It just... I don't know. It just does feel off that we're doing so much damage. Is that it? We're just a red spring. And I gotta change the... Usually I like the fast thing, but things don't stay on the screen that long. So, like, we saw something about red water, but it came and went, like, instantly. And what are we coming out here to do besides... So this is another where the more information you have about the game, the better off you're going to be as far as how all the cards work and all the terrain changes. I mean, it's so weird. Like, normally, it's like 2 damage, 3 damage. Here, it's 190, 220. It's like, why are we starting off so high, so fast? And it does not... Jesus, what is, like... What is our stats? Do we not have a, oh, next level 50. So yeah, I mean, the experience is just kind of flowing, even though it's not, it kind of is. What the fuck? Seriously? We just run into something just one-shotted. That's it. Alright, we're good. The game it feels like it has potential, and it is an interesting game that I kind of wouldn't mind. Oh, we're gonna have to start all over. I forgot to go to the end to do everything. Oh, that is disappointing. I wonder if we can. I don't think we can bypass that whole beginning of this game at all either. I don't know. I think maybe we just leave it at this, but I might consider doing this as a playthrough. It's very interesting. It might be one of the first Super NES games that we do. Message speed. All right, border color blue. Yes, background. Yeah, it does feel a lot kind of like some of the Final Fantasies. This does have a really Final Fantasy and Ogre Battle feel to it. I like that you can have auto battle on. But it's very interesting. It's not terrible. It kind of has enough that there's enough there that kind of actually brings you in and has you want to actually play the game. Even though it's a very weird start. Like, I don't know how I feel about the fact that we're like just everything is magnified. Instead of 2 damage, it's like 200. Everything seems to be almost like 10 times more than it should be, 100 times more than it really should be. As far as damage, we're starting off with like 200 hit points instead of 20 or 30. And like the whole thing is very strange. Not that there's anything wrong with it at all. It's just you're not used to that kind of thing in most games. You start off fairly weak and you got to kind of work your way. I mean, we're still weak because we're getting one-shotted by some random enemy in like the first part of the game. But all in all, like, it seems like it has enough that it might be a game that we want to continue on and try out. So we'll leave it at that for now, and then we will see about revisiting it here shortly. So thanks for joining me, guys. Till next time, you have a good one.